Now then, guys, welcome. How we doing? Welcome to Tuesday's live stream. Yeah, I have literally just got up. I am trying to aim for going live about 9 o'clock, but at the moment, yeah, it's just not going to happen while I've got this fluffy bedding on, like this. I don't want to say fluffy. Fluffy's like the wrong word, but it's like the duvet's made like of teddy bear material, and yeah, the wife puts it on in winter, and oh my god, it just makes you not want to get up on a morning, to be honest. It really does not want you to get up on a morning. Anyway, we are going to be continuing with our Kinlaig series. I have done some changes, got rid of some mods that we're probably never going to use, so I genuinely didn't see the point in keeping them. Right, I'm just keeping an eye on things. It won't be a minute. I am while the game is loaded, it does take a minute or two. If there's any problems with the music throughout today, guys, just give me a shout and we'll kind of go from there. I did mean to change a setting actually on my OBS, and I forgot. Yeah, welcome guys, welcome. We are, like I say, we're just loading up. It takes a couple of seconds when you've got the amount of mods we do, and yeah, it's just gonna give me time just to make sure everything else is working. Hello, how we doing? How we doing? Oh god, there's a grumpy in the chat on Twitch. Wow, hello. Yeah, really strange. Just watching the performances of things at the moment, but yeah, just getting everything set up. Yeah, I've had a busy morning. I literally got out of bed at 9:10. I had a rabbit to feed. I had a dog to sort. It's absolutely crazy. So anyway, as you all know, guys, this is where we are today. I'm just going to give it a minute to sort. Right, I did want to do something. I'm good. Nice, guys. Welcome. Like I say, welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. I've just got a quick setting I need to change on here. Because for some reason, I've been getting bogged down with the trees, or when I'm near the trees on this map, for frames. To be honest, guys, when I don't have OBS running, I have like 130 frames. When I have OBS running, it absolutely kills it. We're down to 88. We're not even moving. So I do just want to have a quick setting change before we do it. It doesn't cost anything to try. I've changed some stuff as well. So we're going back to just default ultra, not turning anything up too dramatically. Won't be a minute. Trying to find what I'm looking for. Hang on, it helps if my phone doesn't go off, but yeah, we'll get there in a second, guys. I won't be a minute. This is taking a second because it's going to drop the frames while it restarts the shader cache out. Being in this chat means the world to me. Only because you want your rabbit feeding. I'm not daft. I mean, like I said, I am just changing some settings. I'm just trying to work something out. So that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. So that, yeah, so that defaults back to TAA. Yeah, they put TSA, but it's TAA there. And yeah, I just want to try something in the menu. Improve things a little bit, actually, to be honest. Right, so we are yeah, this is gonna stutter now till the shader cache gets rebuilt. So we're gonna have to just deal with it for a couple of minutes. Not true. It lies. It shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Shader cache is always a nightmare. So what we need to do today then, guys, is we need to... yeah, we basically just need to make it morning. I have done some changes, by the way, guys. I am going to make this clear. I have made some changes to the way things spawn in the shop secondhand. Instead of a 50% chance, we now have a 75% chance. Which is going to... it's gonna make all the difference. I love how it's 3 o'clock. It's not that dark, and then all of a sudden, oh look, there's the dark. An hour before daylight, there's the dark. Right, well, we're gonna leave that back on there for now because we've got to decide what we're doing. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted. Look at all this stuff. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted new stuff pretty much every hour. Not every hour, but almost every hour. Gotta be honest, I do like that. I don't think I can afford that, but I do kind of want that. I'm not doing my work, I'm listening to this. Well, you will do. Go do your work. Wow, that lag is... Right, we're going to have to change it to 8 o'clock. We don't have a choice. Although saying that, no, we're going to have to leave it on there because we're going to lose daylight pretty soon. It's November. So today's job, guys, I'd like to do another cultivate. I'd like to do another harvesting job with our awesome harvester. The problem is, I don't think there should be other contracts. If we go to the calendar, we should have today carrots, green beans, don't mind me, going down here, parsnips and red beets, so beetroot. And oh, we should also have sugar beet as well. So we should have more contracts appearing than we do actually have. Those are not good enough right now. The income these are going to provide us are not enough. Also, I've just realized before we do another harvesting contract, we need a trailer. We did rent one in the last episode. I was meant to do some testing for the i4 Williams trailers, guys, and I will hold my hands up right now. I did completely forget. I just forgot. Honestly, I just forgot. By the time I'd been changing some settings and working on some other stuff, yeah. So yeah, that is not going to work well today. I really don't want to do a cultivating contract, but we've done a lot of cultivating over the last couple of days, and I really don't want to do one, but those are not enough. They're still coming in about 4,700 is the most at the moment. That is not good enough. Spinach. Let's have a look. Spinach is the two little leaves. I've got to check this because I'm not 100% sure if I set the harvester up to spinach. Yes, I did. So yeah, we could do the spinach contract. It's not very big though. That's the problem. We ideally want a job like we were doing yesterday. That size anyway. And then we can kind of grow on from there. But yeah, I'm just refreshing. Every time I refresh, I swear we get less and less and less. 4-7. So we got spinach. We can't do cotton. We do have red beet. Hang on. Wow, that's a long way to drive with red beet. Go up there and go up there, go up there. 3,900. Spinach is... That's actually quite a long way considering the amount of driving we'd have to. I'm trying to find one that's also relatively close to the depot. As it stands now, that is the closest we've got. I'm thinking of the wages. I'm tempted about cultivating instead. I don't want to cultivate, but I'm very tempted about cultivating. It's about earning the money. We want to be buying this farmland here. So we need £101,000. That's what we need. I was also checking something. Yeah. Right. So yeah. Okay. Right. So yeah. Right. We've got to make a decision, guys. Do we do? I'll tell you what. Let's just do this one. My game is very, very laggy at the moment due to the shader cache. I might have to jump around some of the sell points. There we go. It is going to work. So what we're going to do is we are going to just jump into the harvester. I was also supposed to change the wow, that shader cache is absolutely killing me on frames. It will clear itself, though, guys. It will clear itself. It's just going to take some time to clear. Although, to be honest with you, it shouldn't take this long. Have you found the issue with contracts on this, with gates being locked on this map? Not at the moment, pal. Not at the moment. My issue at the moment is I suffer with low frames on a 5090, which, to be quite honest, shouldn't exist. I keep changing the graphical settings to try and combat the issue, but it doesn't seem to work. But yeah, the stuttering should clear. I did a few yesterday, every single one. I tell you what I did yesterday that really annoyed me. I did a contract that you could not deliver the trailer load of carrots, parsnips to, because they had to be in a freaking trailer. They had to be in freaking pallets, and I showed up in a trailer. And that really did annoy me, because I spent ages setting up and getting ready and going to the job, and then it was like, yeah, you can't do this. It was quite annoying, actually. Yeah, to be honest, guys, this stuttering is taking too long to clear, but I haven't been on this part of the map since we just changed those settings, so that's going to be the issue. I am going to just change it back to what it was on a minute ago if this continues. Right, there is this field here. There's no fence around it by the look of it. Right, okay, that's not too shabby. I think this should work quite well. Alright, so if we park this into here, we're going to use our awesome cosplay tool once again. We are going to make a course. We are going to do, to be honest with you guys, the headlands were the best. Honestly, the headlands were just the best. As far as I'm concerned, we want to do that. We want to do we want to do as many headlands as we can. Yep. Generate field work, go on to there and start. So that's going to basically make that up, and we are now going to start looking for a trailer, because we do need a trailer, but we do need to be quite quick about this. 5-ton trailer, 4.5-ton trailer. Yeah, that's going to be the problem, I suppose, is the weight of the trailer. I kind of want to just use this. I kind of want to test the issue we were having yesterday. In yesterday's stream, we put this to mesh and it wouldn't load anything because it needed to be solid side. I'm almost sure that's what the problem is. So we're gonna buy this again and we're gonna try this. We're gonna do this again and try it. Yeah, I gotta be honest then, pushing the DLC as a fishing DLC, I found a bit of a... Yeah, to be honest, pal, I thought the same with the... Do you remember the logging DLC where it was basically a glorified logging map? I hated that DLC. Now, this one, I don't really like the fishing aspect of this. How are we doing, Josh? Where are you going? How are you doing, pal? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am trying to read 2 chats on 2 different screen, guys. So bear with me. But yeah, I didn't like the logging side of things because I don't like the logging in general. To be honest, I'm not very good at it, and it just so I never really do it. The fishing side of things from this one, I don't mind it because I just won't do it. Because, you know what I mean? I might get a fishing rod on stream one day and we might do a little bit of fishing just to say we've done it. But I'm not overly bothered about it, so I'm not, you know, I'm just more likely just gonna not, do you know what I mean? Just won't do it. It is not fixing the issues coming up here. Really strange. A Pog from the Meadows Discord. Yeah, I had a feeling, pal. I had a feeling. I've seen you in other people's chats, Josh. Wow, that's only a 2-ton trailer, and it's still being a nightmare. Right, we will have a harvester somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, he's all the way around the other side. Oh, cool. I can live with that. Yeah, I changed a few, like quite a few of the graphical settings, and I think that's just the issue we're having at the moment while it just finds its thing. But the trees apparently are the issue that I've been having with the lower frames, and well, to be honest, this map's got quite a lot of trees on. It's also another reason why I don't like the logging map. Like I say, I run a 5090 graphics card and it still runs like absolute garbage. Like, it's nice to see the graphics card actually at 98% today. Yesterday it was a hell of a lot less. Right, we are going to unload. Are you going to unload into this trailer? I think what we'll do actually, I think we will actually wait for it to be empty. We need to find our best route to the sell point as well. So we are here, so we're going to have to come down the dirt track and turn right. I know it looks left to you, but it's right as we're coming down. All the way. Wow. Why isn't there a road across here? That would just be quicker. Yo, dude, thank you for the follow, my friend. Right, let's get this into here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I tell you what, it's only 69% done and he's done a headland already. Wow, this can't have yielded very well. Oh dear, to be fair, there's... Well, it's got weeds. Yeah, I didn't really want to be using this trailer from now onwards, but I'm kind of testing this, because if this test doesn't work, yeah. Guys, I actually really do like steam trains, by the way. I need to get in here. I need to get in here. Oh, the steam train's just gone past as well. Oh, look at that. Proper train carriages, guys. None of this new stuff that they bring out now. Yeah, I really am a fan of the train stuff, guys. I do think that is a nice touch. I've said it for many streams now. Right, let's have a gander down here. We're going to have to just start keeping an eye on this because it was 70, well, it was 69% full when we were coming down, when we jumped in it last time. Let's have a little look. 88%. I tell you what, at 88%, this is going to take a while to fill. I might actually make it to the sell point and back. I found the new trailer that comes with the DLC, the blue one, a pain in the backside, especially for onions. I had to empty it so many times. I ended up... Yeah, I haven't used it yet, mainly because I can't afford it. So the way we're starting this series is we started with £100,000. We decided to buy a brand new JCB, and we bought, apart from this trailer, we bought everything else pretty much second hand. Just to try and make the money go a little bit further. We don't own a farm or anything. That's what we're trying to work towards now. Trying to work towards a farm. You know, but the good thing is for doing a series like this is it gets you around the map. And that's what I like about this kind of series, where we can just not be stuck in one section of the map, you know what I mean? Right, that's what I need. Thank you very much, Mr. Harvest. I don't really know why you're pulling out on this one, but you know what, I'm not going to argue with you. You're going to do your own thing anyway. The day I try and figure out what a harvester's up to is the day. Right, we are actually empty. I told you guys, it's because we had the mesh sides on. But what it'll be is the fill point on the mesh side I-4 Williams Trail won't take a load. So that'll have like the fill load side of it hidden when you have the mesh side. So I need to go into that mod, and I need to, into this mod, and I need to just reactivate that and then turn it back on. As you can see, we have a full trailer load. So this is going to be our very first run. I don't think I didn't buy the cover. I should have bought the cover. Guys, thank you for liking the stream over on TikTok, guys. I do appreciate it. Big shout out to everybody who is hitting the like button. Guys, if you are watching on Twitch as well, you can claim a few channel point redemptions just for interactiveness. There's not many. I do need to be adding some more to it, but there are some there just to give it... and I've already gone the wrong way. It was TikTok I found you on. Yeah, nice, dude. I've already gone the wrong way. In my defense, I was reading chat at the time. So, yeah, we need to go this way. Yeah, the stuttering will eventually stop, guys. Like I say, we can't really do much about it until... until we've been to like around the map. We've only been to like one field at the moment. Oh dude, thank you for the prime sub, dude. Absolute legend. Thank you for the sub. I do massively appreciate that, man. So what we do on our channel, guys, is we have a supporters board. Now I am going to admit that we don't have the supporters board in this map just yet. But anybody who does subscribe to the channel via YouTube, Patreon, Twitch, TikTok does get your name on that board. I do just want to point that out. It's just a little way of me saying thank you. The only reason we don't have the supporters board on this map is because yesterday Flo got me a subscription for 39 months and I haven't updated the board. That is literally the only reason. Right, so we have to follow this road around. This is where that stuttering is really going to kill us, guys. We've just come to a complete new area, so you'll have to just bear with the stuttering. It should be a lot better on the way back. Guys, if you're watching on TikTok, can you let me know how the music is? Or if you're watching on Twitch, can you let me know how the music is on TikTok? We were having some issues with it yesterday. I have left it the same settings, but to be fair, the same settings were used from previous stream that were okay, and yesterday apparently they were too loud. My only goal on this map now is build the castle. Build the castle? Where do I have to do woodwork and build a castle? I like castles. Castles and steam trains. I'm not autistic, by the way, guys. I'm really, really, really not autistic. But not that you would think. Yeah. No, honestly, I live near like one of those preservations for like steam trains, you know. You know where they like they're not private, they're like funded by like charities and stuff, and we have like steam trains. We had like literally the Flying Scotsman show up a couple of weeks ago. It was lovely, and I love to go see that stuff. But I used to live next to some old railway lines and used to see trains. Now I'm not old enough to see steam trains, but I just used to live near railway lines and stuff, and it's just like, it was just awesome. You can build stuff to make it, or you can just buy it depending on your funds. Right, okay. Do we maybe start looking at thinking, what do we do to build a castle? I kind of want to build a castle. That'd be good old steam trains. I love the old steam engines too. Yes. I see. I live not far from the North Yorkshire Moors Railway, which basically runs from Pickering to, in the summer, Whitby. It goes across all like Heartbeat Land and stuff, and honestly, yeah, they have like steam galas and stuff, and they have like 30s and 40s weekends where it's just full of just different. Oh yeah, it's amazing, to be honest. Right, we have to be careful with what we're doing here, guys, because we ran the we ran the harvester in the last episode, and we didn't make, you know, we lost a good chunk of spinach that we could actually harvest. So we have to be careful in what we do. We do not want to be losing basically free spinach. We can sell the spinach for a bonus. Don't know where the harvest. Right, so the harvester is at the bottom, and he is he waiting for me, or is he just buzzing out? Yeah, I used to live in the Derbyshire, so steam trains would be a big... Yeah, exactly, dude. But yeah, living near the... used to go on it as a kid and stuff, do you know what I mean? It was like a cool little day out, do you know what I mean? And back then it used to be cheap. It's not overly as cheap anymore to go on it, but the money is used to, you know, buy more engines, you know, and carriages and stuff, and then restoring them and stuff. And yeah, it's freaking awesome, to be honest. This stuttering's doing my head in, guys, so we are going to just go back and change some settings. Can we try DLA first? Wow, DLA has absolutely made things worse. Right, so that's about 83 frames not moving. Let me go to my Intel graphics card. 84. Let me go to my AMD CPU. 88? Really? Wow. The FSR is going to give us more frames. Let's see if this just settles things. Oh, the minute I move though, guys. Wow, that is like into the 60s instantly. I visit Yorkshire one a year, drive up from Bristol for a week too. Ah, yeah, but whereabouts in Yorkshire though? Because Yorkshire's a big place, and there's only one little part of Yorkshire that's better than the rest. The rest of it is just crap. I am loving the Aldi Monster today. I call it Aldi Monster, guys. It's called Dark Thunder. They've got a green one and a white one. They actually now do a pink one as well. But the black tin with the green Dark Thunder is basically a rip-off of the default original Monster. And I'll tell you what, actually, for a full sugar drink, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Good morning. Hello, my little Netherlands friend. Dude, after you left the stream the other day, I had 2 more people from the Netherlands come in. It was like, wow. Remember I told you literally people from the Netherlands just seem to watch my channel. I don't know what it is about me. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just awesome. People in the Netherlands think I'm awesome. But yeah, ended up like, if they come in today, I'll have 3 people from the Netherlands. Yes! I'm invading the Netherlands 1 fan at a time. Harrogate area, do a few days. Yeah, I'm about an hour and a half from Harrogate, really. But yeah, it's not a bad place, Harrogate. It's not a bad place. I didn't say it was a good place. Really? Haha, you're just quite understandable. I am understandable. I talk absolute nonsense for like hours, and apparently I'm understandable. I only go for the Yorkshire Short. Fair enough. I live literally 5 minutes walking from the seaside. If I go to the top of my nice new big house, I can see the sea. I have sea views. I also have castle views, which is why I also like castles. Right, this is at 90%, so we're not far from needing another trailer load. But I've got to be careful here, guys, because, and I'll tell you the reason why, we are really, really, really starting to deliver the stuff, and I'm just a little bit concerned that yeah, you know what I mean. I need to look here. This is for delivering tray, right? Okay, so this is the reason why I've just spawned over to the train station. Is I kind of wanted to see Kinlaig. I just wanted to see if there was a silo to store the grain until we were finished. Like I said, we missed out on about £2,000 yesterday, and it really, really, really was, you know, a big thing to lose. So that is where we can fill the steam drip. I need another one of these. Is this the only one on the map? If this is the only one on the map, I'm kind of screwed. I need Grain Pool East. I'd like to think not. So the railway line is here. Is that going to be the only place I can store the that is not cool, man. That is not cool. I wasn't ready to do this either. But yeah, we're delivering 15% at a time. If we hit 100% delivered, this will just we're gonna hit the target of delivering, and then the contract's kind of gonna bug out. It's not gonna bug out, it's still the way it works, but there is a way around it. But I don't have a big enough bucket to, I need somewhere to store the grain. I know, but I don't like it. I am the same. I frequently just talk gibberish. Yep, I agree with you, pal. Don't mind me. Can someone do me a favour on Twitch? Since nobody on TikTok is actually talking, can somebody let me know if the music level is a good volume or if it's too high or too low? We were having issues yesterday with the music on TikTok. I am umming and ahhing about just removing TikTok from the background noise at all. I know it is meant to be very low. It's just meant to be there in case like we're quiet, we're having a drink and stuff. I'd ask Flo, but he's not here yet. Right, let's make our way this way. I tell you what, this is not doing too bad actually. Like I was driving through here last time and it was dipping into the 40s on the frames because of it was just been weird. And we are staying in the 60s now, so that is very nice. If I just load up, yeah, look, we're in the 80s now. On Twitch it's fine. Yeah, it was fine on Twitch yesterday, dude. It was on TikTok. That was the problem. It was just I had to fully like reset the audio setting. To be fair, I can't really hear the music on TikTok sound engines. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I wanted. But yesterday, I had the music was kind of bugged out through the software, and it was, even when you deleted the music, it was still playing the music. And Flo was like, "Oh, it's really loud," but I didn't know it was loud until 2 hours later when Flo came in the stream and told me. So it was like I'd had like 2 hours of bad stream sound and nobody had said. You know what I mean? It was quite annoying and sad. Right, so if we go into here once again, we are going to come around this way. There we go, and we're going to go onto there. Lovely. This is going to be about 30% delivered. I told you, I can't keep delivering spinach like this. I genuinely can't keep delivering spinach like this, otherwise the contract is going to bug out. I need to put the spinach somewhere else. I just don't know where to put it. Whoa. Oh, come on, boss. I was nowhere near you. Oh, my boys love the stream. We watch it together on YouTube, and yeah. I always put the streams on YouTube, guys. Always put the streams on YouTube. Now, our Twitch username might be changing, guys, so that we can take it. It's not that we're trying to take a step back from the farming side of things. Like, the problem I've got is, like, I want to play other games other than farming, and it's a bit weird playing other games. But to be quite honest with you, if I'm max farming on Twitch, which I am, if I started playing a sim racing game right now, I can guarantee you before the end of the stream, someone would come into the chat bitching and moaning about it. So the name change on Twitch is going to take a change so that we can play different games. I kind of want to play some more viewer games as well, which would be quite cool. But the good thing is, like, we can still stream the farming, and then we just upload it to the farm in YouTube. It's the same as then on Twitch. If I play trucking, I can then upload it to my trucking channel, which I also have. And then obviously I'm going to be doing a sim racing channel for when I do backlogs of sim racing. But yeah, if I can basically deliver, well, I've delivered 2 for 30, so 4 more will get me to 90%. If I deliver to 90%, I then can't deliver anymore, and I've got to really be careful. Different channels for different types of sims. That's what I do, pal. I've got a trucking channel for me and the Dragon Lady. I haven't used it in a couple of years, but I want to bring it back now we've moved house and stuff. The Dragon Lady likes to play trucking. If we play trucking games, I do get to play the games more often, because when she's at work during the day, I can play farming or racing, and then on an evening, if for example, if she wants to play trucking, we can then play games again rather than not playing games at all. So it kind of works in our favour to sometimes please the Dragon Lady. Plus, if we don't please the Dragon Lady, she beats me. I just have the one. Yeah, dude, I've tried to do that. I've had my, like, we own an actual gaming server. We don't rent a gaming server from a company. We do get one free from Very Games or FarmSim, but we do actually own a game server as well in my house. I literally have a game server. And we have a Minecraft server on it. If I stream on Minecraft, I literally get people in the comments moaning that I'm not playing farming because I upload it to a farming channel. And it's so freaking annoying because, you know, sometimes you do like to just play a little different game. Again, I already own a game server with Minecraft on it, for example, and I can put more games on it. I want to put DayZ on it, but I've got to buy the game first. You know, so there's a lot of things out there that I want to do with my game server. I just have to... That is freaking awesome, it's that train. That is freaking awesome. I freaking love that. Something's bugging out on TikTok. Give me a minute, guys. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Just I clipped the train going past, and yeah, it's been a bit weird. You can hire the train for a coat. Yeah, no, that's kind of on the plan. But right now we are trying to make money so we can buy a farm. If we look on the farm, I keep pressing the wrong button. What's going on every time I'm trying to play? There we go. There we go. It was bugging out. Pressing the wrong button. So if we buy basically field 71 or plot land 71, this is what I'm wanting to buy. 1, it gives us a cow shed. 2, it gives us somewhere to put things. 3, it gives us a little workshop inside there. We then have that there. Don't know. And we do have a silo as well. So I'm trying to, at the moment, work to get to that position. And we do need a lot of money to do that, and that is quite concerning with how much money we do need to spend, I'm afraid. In the latest update, they added Steam to the Steamless Steam engine. What? Hang on a minute, there was no update for me today, but that Steam train didn't have any Steam. Where are you, Steam train? I want to jump in you straight away. So there's now Steam on the Steam train. We need it to enter on the map. We are a little bit stuck at the moment because we are waiting for this harvester, but it's been a little bit slow. In my games, it does Steam now. We will have a look. I just need the Steam train to actually appear on the map. But I know why. When it goes off the screen down here, it does kind of work its way under the map. There we go. I feel like I'm train spying. Yes! Is that Steam? Or is that just my eyes playing tricks on me? I don't see any Steam. I don't have Steam. I don't have Steam. Hang on. My game's bugging out, guys. It's been really strange and weird. Actually, it's my PC. My PC's been very weird. My keyboard's just stopped working. In my game, it does. Maybe it's a setting, dude. Maybe it's like a setting. I've kind of bugged it out. I don't know. Right, let's... It's only 71. Oh my god, it's going to take forever to do this. Like, I could have gone and done another job by the time I've waited for this. Yeah, I definitely don't have Steam train. I definitely don't have Steam. I really don't. I don't have Steam on Xbox either. I've just checked. I do not. I do have massive frame drop if I go what? I thought I had steam, but it was that carriage there. You know what would have been nicer as well if you heard it going choo choo. You know what I mean? That'd be cool. Yeah, well, I'm literally sat here at the moment waiting for this freaking harvester. It's so slow. Are you really going to miss spinach in the ground? Because you suck at turning. Yeah. It's taking forever, guys, because it's doing a tram line. The tram lines are the worst thing in the world when you're trying to wait for a harvester. It is filling up so freaking slowly. £1,000 to rent the train. Wow, that is not cheap at all. That is extortionate. Wow. Yeah, that is not good at all. Yeah, this is taking forever to fill up because it's working tram lines. It literally just did an entire headland on a tram line for no reason. AI and harvesting root crops just doesn't mix well half the time. They seem to have a mental breakdown halfway through. Yet, to be fair, mate, I use Courseplay for root crops. I don't use the default AI. I use Courseplay, and then that way we kind of get it a little bit. It's a little bit easier to deal with. Right, we are at 90%, so we are going to have to just go find the harvester right now. Yeah, I've had many an issue on root crop harvesting with the AI system, but Courseplay it's just so reliable. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with D. Ah, yeah. I remember now. You said on Xbox. I remember. I played this on PS5, enjoy the game. Yeah, like I say, I really am enjoying this map. Really am. Right, we are going to have to just wait a little bit. He's on 98%, so he is going to... I wish he'd remember my camera position. It's very annoying when he doesn't. Right, I am just going to give you a wide berth. I don't want to get in the way of your turning. The sooner you stop, the better. I think you're about to stop any second now. There we go. He's going to pull out of there. That's why I gave him room, so that I could actually unload easy, and then he should just pick up where he left off. I don't really know. Oh, hang on a minute. I tell you what, I've got a setting on. I've got a setting. He might be looking for the trailer. Where are you going? Where are we going? Where are we supposed? Where are you going? I swear to God, where are you going? Where are you going? That is nowhere near the... Oh my God. That is just absolutely pointless. But either way, it gives me chance to turn around. And away we go. So we'll put that into there. This is going to be 45% of this field. Done. It's going to be 45% delivered, and then he's got loads to go. We're going to get so much spare spinach, but we have to be careful how we do it. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you to everybody on TikTok for liking the stream. I do massively appreciate it. It does help. If you don't already, hit the follow button. We are live quite often again at the moment, and yeah, well, we're farming again today. Only because I haven't bought iRacing yet, or F125. I'm buying racing games because I want to do some sim racing, and yeah, I just haven't got it yet. I've been too busy buying kids Christmas and birthday presents. It's like collecting grass using the forest trail. We can't use AI. Yes. And again, that's where cosplay. Amazing. Have a good day. Yeah, same to you, pal. Same to you. Right. So, yeah, we will be 45% delivered. So we are going to have to start thinking about where we're going to dump this spinach very, very soon. There is somewhere we can store it. It is a very, very long drive away from where we are working, but it does mean we can store it. We would still have to deliver some to the sell point. We just don't want to complete the field 100%. Because then it stops harvesting the leftover that we can make a little bit of money on. So that's what we've got to just be careful on. And I've got nowhere else to put it, and I only have a little trailer of 9.5. Well, it holds 10,050 litres, I think. It holds just enough for our harvester. I know it's not really the most realistic trailer for doing this kind of work, especially with this amount, but it works for me. I couldn't afford another trailer, that was the problem. Right, we are going to slide this into here. We're going to drop this off and it should be 45% done. Go on, spinach. I posted the Steam on the picture section on Discord. I need to figure out why mine isn't working, to be quite honest with you. Unless there was... When did the last update come out? I haven't updated the game in a couple of days. But did it... If it was that one, then yeah, for some reason. Maybe you need a new... You need a new game save to fix it? I don't know. Yeah, it's weird how my Steam train still doesn't have Steam. Friday maybe, I think it was like, yeah, so I have the update then. My games auto update on a weekend. Well, I auto updated them all on this weekend because I had one for ETS, ATS, SnowRunner and yeah, farming. I thought there was maybe an update before Friday, you know, since Friday. If that was the case, then that'll be why I'm missing it. But if there's been no update since Friday, then yeah, I don't understand why I still don't have Steam. I've got a Steamless Steam train. It's very sad. It would be awesome to see it. What I'll do at the end of this stream, I'll... yeah, I don't know what version I'm running. But it is annoying having a Steamless Steam train. I love the Steam train on this map, and it'd be nice to see the Steam. Right, give me 1 second. Something on my OBS. I just need to disable. Right, bear with me, guys. I have just accidentally checked. My game's not working. My game. What is going wrong with my game? It's changed its scene, and I didn't ask it to. It won't change back. It's glitching out. What the hell is going on with OBS today? My OBS is glitching out. What the hell? I can't go back to the game. It will not. It literally will not go back to my game page. What is going on today? Give me a minute, guys. I'm trying to fix things, and it just won't work. You're gonna see the transition, guys. I might have to reboot here because This is just, something's just gone completely amiss on my game, on my OBS. I literally cannot change scene. Let's try and do it a different way. Can we do it that way? Is that going to work? My OBS has absolutely, well and truly just glitched out. That is really, really bizarre. Like, I've not had that happen before, and I've been streaming and making content now for a lot of years, and I've never, ever had that happen before. That was very strange. We see the map now. Yeah, I think my keyboard's stuck. I just don't know which button. As soon as I click onto OBS, it just starts going down, but my arrow keys are not the ones that are stuck. Because if my arrow keys were stuck, it would be doing, you know, it would be doing something like this. That's very strange. It's only happening on OBS. That is really, really weird. Right, we are 65% done here. Yeah, that's very strange. I really don't want to have to restart OBS, but that might have to be an option if it continues. I don't really understand what's gone wrong there. And the worst thing is I can still stream to TikTok because that goes to a different, you know, it uses the picture from OBS, so TikTok would have a black screen for a couple of minutes. But yeah, it's very weird. It's just OBS. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Right, so he's now going to start a new headland. He's doing all right now because he's not doing the tram lines. It's the tram lines that absolutely kill us. And when he was doing the tram line on the edge there, it was just a tram line the entire way around. So he was just absolutely screwed. Let's have a look in the discount stock because we do need to be looking for some new items. We can't afford any of this. I'd love that, but that's not going to happen. To be honest, I'd quite like that. But we do not have the rate right, so that's at 80%. It is. But yeah, so what's going to happen is we are going to basically run out of like the contract. We're going to deliver what we can, and then it's going to finish off doing the bits. It's going to leave a lot of spinach in the ground. So we need to find a way to dump the spinach somewhere. And from looking on the map, the only place I can do it is Grain Pool East. Which is a shame because, well, it's the only place I can store it. That is a long way to go from here. To store it there. Then once the contract's 100% completed, we'd have to get it out of there and deliver a little bit left to here. There's just nowhere else to store it. That's the problem. There's no other... There's just no other place to store. Right. But while we're waiting for the harvester, guys, we need wooden beams and wooden planks. I kind of want to build the castle. I feel like building the castle would be pretty... If I had Flo playing on this game right now, Flo would just be... He would just be at it. He loves doing the logging work and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we need wood. 65... Wow, the progress is 65 different things. Like, different steps to build the castle. I didn't even know there was a castle to build on this map because we haven't... It's definitely a long process to build a castle. It takes 3 years in-game. Yeah, if you have the stuff to do it, We're halfway through a year and we've only got a tractor and trailer. Yeah, I feel like we need to be maybe... We maybe need to be doing this. I do think. So we need to get some... But then again, I need a piece of land with trees. I don't have any piece of land with trees. So, you know what I mean? I'm very... I can't believe you've come and found the trailer. Dude, I am very impressed that you've come to find the trailer. I literally don't have to do anything with this harvester at the moment. It's brilliant. I do need to turn off find the trailer though, because it does kind of screw with it a little bit. Yeah, he's literally drove to the trailer. Love it. To be fair, some of the steps just repeat themselves so far, yeah. Right, I'm with you. No, don't you dare do what I think you've just done. Oh, thank God for that. I genuinely thought my i4 Williams trailer had just appeared in the shop. Yeah, that's why. Look, silage is for the metal sides. For them sides. I kind of like that little trailer though, guys. I'm not going to lie. Look, if you put it to solid sides, 5,500 litres, it's not bad. It's just a shame you couldn't connect it to the back of this one. Hello there, Jerry, my Netherlands friend. Dude, we are collecting people from the Netherlands today. We've got you, we've got... however you want to pronounce his name. And we've got Flo somewhere. Hello, have a good day. Have to go to work. Boo. Right, guys. We have to do boo in the chat. Boo. It's all boo, Jerry. Fregel. Fregel? Fregel? Is that how you want to pronounce it, dude? Fregel? I might be butchering it there, but... have you found any of the 10 items that gave us some... No, dude, I've literally got none. Once we've got this harvest done, if somebody wants to point me in directions... I was. It's Flo. It's definitely Flo. Tall, lanky, and useless. Oh, I do give Flo some stick, bless him. I always thought there might be something in these buildings, you know, to collect. I'm sorry, I'll see you next time. Yeah, but will you, Jerry? Will you? I must admit, it is the only downside to streaming during the day. But the daytime is when I have the spare time. But this is also one of the reasons why I put these live streams onto YouTube. So the people that do want to watch them, I know Jerry will watch this evening / tomorrow when he's not busy. And that's why I store the farming streams on the farming channel. We've got to be careful as well, guys. We are chewing through our fuel at the moment. Welcome to the stream, guys. I see there's a few people on both of the platforms, which is very nice to see. I do appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. I don't mind lurkers at all, but guys, if you are watching on Twitch and you are a follower, you can use one of the sound effects for free. Just by watching the stream, you build up free channel points. You can use the sound effects. And if you are a supporter on the channel on Twitch, you actually get a different sound effects for hi/yo. That is for subscriber only. Just go into the channel point and start playing with the channel points, basically. I'm sure at some point Mr. Flo will show his ugly face. And he has 50,000 channel points and he likes to just spam them. 12 bottles in 12 messages in bottles hidden around the Kinlaig map. You can find these by exploring the map, and the game compiles them together to make a ledger at the castle. Ah! Right, okie dokie. I'm with you. Right, we are now officially 61% completed or delivered on this contract. We have to stop delivering. We can only deliver one more trailer and then we have to store it somewhere else. I've only found one myself. I can't seem to find the others. Yeah, I can't say I've even found, but I haven't been looking. When we've been on this live series, we've been very money orientated. Like, we need money to survive. But I thought there'd be things like this, you know, little things that would just be a little bit obvious, you know, for like free in-game money. You know what I mean? Because in previous maps, they've kind of used decorations, haven't they? In Riverbend, for example, they actually use like old machinery and stuff. And I was just curious, like, if some of these... Now, I know these pumpkins are more the Halloween-y decorations that they do. But, yeah, do you know what I mean? It's worth a little gander sometimes if this is the case. In case something like this was like the free gifts. But I don't actually know if there is any. I genuinely don't know. Yo guys, thank you so much for spamming the hell out of the like button on TikTok. I do appreciate, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cool, I have to look into this. Yeah, honestly, it's any help that people give me on the live stream is brilliant because one, it gets people talking, and two, it gives us like a little side quest. I'm all up for finding free little hidden messages and stuff. Well, we are going the right way. I am doing pretty good remembering my way around this map, indeed. Yes. I know we'll be sat there waiting for the harvester, that's the problem. Yo, NHL, how are you doing, pal? Welcome to the TikTok stream, dude. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna park on the field, ready for when the harvester is ready to come find us. Right, where is this very first message in a bottle? There are green bottles. Just a hint. The first one is above field 7. Well, that's what I was going to ask. Right, so field 7 is just up here. Let's go visit field 7. Wow, this is ready to harvest. One is above field 7 by the water, by a red beaten boat. That's fine. We'll go and I'm gonna presume it's this boat you're on about. Ah, yeah. I see it. Yeah, and I now know what I'm looking for. Right, okay, so I get a feeling that these could be, like, I reckon there would be one round here. I reckon there would be maybe one on the dot. Like, we're waiting for the harvester right now, guys, so we're fine to just have a little wander around for a couple of minutes. I don't think they'll be in places like that where it's just impossible to find. I do think they'll be kind of a little bit easier. Yeah, dude, I'm not doing too bad, buddy. I'm not doing too bad. And yourself, you cool? To be fair, mate, we've been producing YouTube videos for a while. Just wanted a little bit of a live stream. See how popular they are. If they're quite popular, we'll continue with them. And if they're not, we won't bother. You would have thought there would have been one around here, but then again, it could be on a roof. It could be anywhere. There are definitely ways to get around. You know what I mean? I would have thought there would have been one here. I found they aren't in places you expect. I absolutely love that little MG. I'm in simulator. No, well, like I say, I thought, you know what I mean. While we were just kind of having a gander, we'd have a little look and kind of go from there really and see what there was. There wasn't anywhere where I thought there might be. We didn't look at all of it, but you know, we did have a little look. La da 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 da. Yeah, I was very impressed with this harvester today. The fact it just came and found us. We were a little bit distracted by other things, and he just came and found us and emptied the load into the trailer. I was a big fan of that. Grain tank is full. That's fine. That's fine. This is the last load we can deliver, guys. This is quite a scary prospect because, well, yeah, this is the last load we can deliver without... No. Are we on 61%? So this would be 76%. Plus 5 more would be 91. No, we can maybe deliver 2 more loads then. We'll have to double check when we get there. Don't really want to do it like that, but we might as well fill the trailer. There we go. Let's go. I've searched all crumbling buildings expecting to find them, and yeah, the old crumbly ruins, I've not found anything. I expected to find like the free money, you know, like you used to get like the collectibles. There's a new special offer, error_B. I don't think there is. Okay, that's... Oh, see, look. We're talking about doing trees, and then something we could use comes up, and I can't afford it. I can't afford it. But here's the good thing. If we can afford to buy a piece of land now, I can, but then I've got to get it up off the ground, and that's the problem. I have a front loader, I don't have a bucket. We could buy a bucket, I suppose. We do not use any modded buckets on this series as well. We are using default buckets. So you know, it's to try and limit what we can and can't do. Instead of having a bucket that holds like 5,000 litres, you know, we are using the default one, so that will be 1,000 litres a bucket. But it's not going to hold a lot. There's a bottle! There's a bottle! There's a bottle! There's a bottle! I literally... Oh, I thought that was a bottle! No! Damn you, Scarecrow, you lied to me. I genuinely thought that was a bottle. This game has just made me look like an absolute tit. Wow. Not happy with your farming simulator. Not happy with you. You made me look like an absolute dick there. let's deliver this then. I can't believe I genuinely thought that was a bottle. It looked like a bottle driving past. Me and this game are going to have a falling out. I suppose we could pile it over here. This is probably, to be fair, where we're going to sell it. So let's have a little look on the place to sell stuff. Where that's the one. We need to go down to spinach. Spinach is best price. Feed and grain south. So yeah, this is the best price right now. Although saying that, you know, yeah, it's not, yeah. So we could dump it in this car park. Do you have that problem often that you mistake or anything? Did you not think it was a bottle as I was driving past? I saw the colour and I thought, that's a bottle. But yeah, to be fair, I am nearly 41, guys. I do have old man eyes. Old man eyes. I believe you're coming at me like that. It was the right colour. From the angle we were looking at it, it looked like the right shape. Why would I not put 2 and 2 together and come out with 10? Me. What, you're older than me, Freg? I'm just going to call you Frag. You're going to come at me like that with the comments. I'm going to call you Frag. Why? Because you just... Yeah, you just a dick. Oh, look. There's the yard with the bottle in. So with the fishing, you catch it and throw back 5 fish. You can get £1,000. If you do 20, that's all right. Yeah, I'm not interested, to be honest, in the fishing. I don't really see what it has to do with farming. I know, you know, you do get fish farms, but personally, yeah, not my cup of tea, to be honest. Right. So, yeah, we are... What was the percentage, guys, of that being delivered? Because I didn't actually look. I didn't actually look. No, it's not mine, but it's just a way of making a few easy quid if you want. Yeah, I suppose. I suppose that's not a bad idea, I suppose. 47. Wow, you old bastard. You deserve that one. Can we go down to this house? I bet there's a bottle there. I bet you there is a freaking bottle over there. I bet you there's a boat over there that's crashed. Can we get all the way over there? I don't know if we can or not. I've never done this before, guys. Let's go and explore the Lighthouse Island. Well, we can get here, that's for sure. Look what I found. Yeah, I actually found another one. I found that chapter. This page is in bad condition and not readable. Wow, thanks. I don't think there'll be another one over here, but, you know, we'll have a little gander. There's an Asda shopping trolley. There you go, you see, guys? I found another bottle already. Because I'm just awesome. Right, I am a little bit stuck along here now, though. I had a feeling there might be one on this island. Just because it's a bit of a nightmare to get to. But yeah. There's 3 down by the dock. They are usually in the rocks. Okay, okay. Well, there might be more up here. We don't know, do we? I think the best thing to do is just to go and stand on the rocks and kind of have a look down and round, to be honest. Getting stuck on a wall. Nothing around there. Nothing around there. Nothing around there. We've done good though, guys. We've got 2 bottles I didn't even know existed. It's always worth a little look. Why are you coming near me? I'm gonna be in your way, aren't I? You're gonna... I knew you were gonna be a dick about this. Right, so you reckon there's a few in the rocks? Because the thing is, the map goes quite far. Like, it goes quite far up. Since we're just kind of waiting for the harvester to fill up, it is actually passing the time quite well. The rocks do go quite far up, and depending on how far we can travel, this could be... we could do with a dirt bike for this. There's another one, guys, along the seafront. Look, there you go. I found another one. Yeah. Nice. That's 5th entry. See? It was definitely worth coming along here. There's one near the row of shops to the left by the water. Okie dokie. Like, I don't feel like you can get up there because the texture's just completely and utterly changed. But honestly, that was really good, was that? That was really, 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 really good. I do think there will be one over there. I don't really like the way it swims. I just wonder if there's going to be one around here. Like I said, the harvest is nearly full, so we'll keep an eye out. We'll keep an eye. You've passed one? Where? Where? Back under the bridge. I'm blind. I don't see it. I don't see it. Back under the bridge, on the rocks on the other side. I don't see it. Am I being blind? Oh, there it is. There it is. I found it. I found it. I found it. I didn't need your help in the slightest. I found it. Oh, Jesus Christ. What an idiot. I am an absolute idiot. Oh my God, that is just absolutely... Oh, hang on a minute, guys. I might just need to check something. No, that's alright. I just had an Amazon notification saying, like, Amazon is 8 stops away, and I just needed to make sure I weren't going to get interrupted. I don't think there's going to be any spare grain on this one. I think what we might do, guys, is we might literally just wait for the harvester to finish. I don't think that's going to be 10,000 litres, to be honest. I really don't. I don't think that's going to be the 10,000 litres. So, right, so we found one over there. We found one over by this place. So let's just go back over there while we wait for the harvester to finish. I suppose if the message is in a bottle, guys, they're going to be by the sea, aren't they? Because they're going to be from shipwrecks. I don't expect them to be anywhere else, to be honest. It must be... Can you get to that island? Is that island doable, or is that island out of reach? Hello! How are you doing, pal? Welcome to the TikTok stream. Hello. What in this? This is what spots do when farming. They go fishing and such. The one other side of the bridge is out of the map zone. Right, okay. I had to read that twice because I was thinking, well, why have they put a bottle out of the map zone? But you mean the island out of the... Look, guys, right, I'm tired. I'm nearly 41 years old. I'm tired. I need a mid-morning nap. I definitely need a mid-morning nap. I'm telling you now, right, there's going to be one near this bridge. I don't know if there will be. I reckon there might be. That would have been the perfect place for one. There's one by the guy on the docks who tells you all about the fishing. Really? You're only just telling me this now? But we'll do that afterwards. We're on a... You young ones don't have the stamina. Honestly, I really don't. I've had a very stressful, hard year. And to be quite honest, I'll be glad when 26 comes. 2025 has been a little bit of a washout, to be honest. Alright, well, we've done some running along there. Like I said, there was just randomly by the beach, weren't there? So we'll keep looking. We'll keep looking. We'll keep looking. We'll go as far as we can. We've already done that island though, haven't we? So we don't have to go too far that way. My excuse for having midday nap. Yeah, I just getting to that age where I just feel like it's proper just 41, midlife. Yeah. to be fair, my old man's the only one in my family to ever reach past 60. So I'm well past midlife for me. For my family, yeah, well past midlife crisis. I should have been in the 20s. Well, I don't see any more up here. I thought there might be something along here. Right, you said there's a man on the dock for fishing. I'm going to presume you mean this guy. Right, so where are we looking? Stop staring at me, you little pervert. To the left. Right, hang on. Yeah! I found it all on my own without any help. Oh, really? You tried to do a U-turn. I'm in the way, but you haven't even bothered to tell me you're stuck. You've been wasting wages, man. Wages! Bugger off. Yeah, honestly, guys. Hello. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you are on TikTok, guys, the chat is quite small. It does take me a few seconds to go through the messages. No, it's a barrier. Hi, Matt. Hello, James. It's a good map. It really is a good map, guys. It really is. This is, for a default map, this is one of the best maps I've ever seen. Well, we've done that island. Well, we found one on that island. I don't know if there's more than one, but we found one. We found one along here, and we found one like round here and here. So yeah, it's... And you say they spawn at the castle. It tells you about... Is there like a board at the castle that you read about or something? I know it's like a book, but did you not say they were on a board at a castle? I might have misread that and just made my own storyline up. I'm doing a start from scratch on zero. I kind of started that way, dude. I started with £1,000. No, I didn't. I started with £100,000. I bought a tractor and I bought some second-hand equipment. I did buy a new tractor. The only reason why I start with £100,000 on this series was I can only do contracts if I have the equipment. So it's like another way of playing it. So you can't just go in and start making thousands of, you know, contracts. So I start with 100 grand. I bought the new JCB. Wait a minute, just right. We're going to finish this by hand now. We've kind of procrastinated. We've let the worker do a lot of it, but I'm kind of stuck waiting for this guy. And yeah, we're just going to actually do a little bit of harvesting. Been working on contracts, working my way up so far, enjoying the challenge. Yeah, to be honest, that is one of the best ways that I find to play farming. I find if I play Farming Simulator and I just have all the equipment, I get bored very, very quickly and very, very easily. But I do like to just play the game with next to nothing. Just one of my favourite ways to play. I think I got all that. Oh, I've just realised there's a texture missing on that window. Aha, do you know what? I'm glad I sat in that. I've got people in my Discord test mods and they don't even find broken textures. Wow. Terrible testers in my Discord. Terrible. Guys, thank you for all the likes on the stream, guys. I do appreciate it. We're at 1,800 likes on the TikTok stream for likes. Thank you. Right, so we're going to do it this way. This should work out a little bit easier. Try and stay in a straight line. I think works rather well. As straight line as I can. I don't like having too much money. I find it boring. Yeah, exactly the same, dude. I like to start with not much at all. Sorry, didn't do the in-cab view. Wow. I reckon we fire this tester. I'll fix it afterwards. To be fair, I've used this mod a lot, and that's the first time I've gone in-cab view. But if I go into in-cab view, you can see the window with the numbers. That means it needs the textures fixing. And yeah, it's not the end of the world. It'll take me about 2 or 3 minutes to do it. I don't think we're going to get all this in. Guys, my issue for bugging out is not letting me turn the engine off as well. The OBS bug is affecting my in-game. That's gonna really suck. The only way to fix it is to reboot the PC. I went to make a clip on OBS and it's bugged something out in the keybinds, and I am losing so many keybinds. Something has really bugged out, and I'm not really sure what. Be a shame if I've got to end early because of it, but I've got to figure out what the bug is, because that's yeah, I literally can't turn the engine off on the steering wheel. Keys are working that way. Might be able to do it on the keyboard, but yeah, whatever's bugging out, it's cross-bugging it to the steering wheel from OBS. That's really weird. We'll get there though. I only stream till it's like dark in the game anyway. I don't see it being like the biggest stream. I think yesterday's was like a big stream, but we kind of made a big mistake. This is going to be the only contract we probably do on this episode. But we have found some of the glass bottles as well. Right, we are now at 80%. Tell you what I want to do. Yeah, I can turn it off by the keyboard, but not the steering wheel. So something's bugged out from OBS to the steering wheel, which is really strange. I've never had this before. So I've got to try and figure out why that's happened. But if I go to turn the engine off on the steering wheel control, it instantly turns it back on. Never had this problem. %. Are we going to get all this into the harvester? Are we not going to have to drop it on the floor? That would be brilliant. Because I really don't want to buy a bucket. So if I go on the steering wheel now, you're gonna, oh my god, you're gonna bloody work now? You're gonna make me out to be a liar. is really weird how it just keeps interfering with it at random times. Yeah, it's all gonna fit. Now we are gonna have a harvester full of parsnip. No, we're not. Of spinach. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, we are gonna have a few thousand litres to sell. We had a lot of carrots to sell. The spinach doesn't give us as much crop left over as what the carrots did. And that, my friends, is this contract complete. Well, not quite complete. We've got 4% to do, but we have actually harvested every single bit where the carrots did not, and we ended up losing a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop this into here. There we go. We're going to fill the trailer up full, which is there. I know it wasn't going to take much. 10,400 litres. I'm hoping this completes the contract. The ghost of OBS comes back to haunt you. Honestly, I don't know what's going on. I think I know what it is. When I went to go live, I had an error saying start replay buffer wasn't working. And I've had this issue, and I think the controls linked to something on the steering wheel. I think that's what it is. I've never had an issue with replay buffer not working before today. OBS is telling me stream replay start replay buffer is working, but I can tell you it's not because it wants me to activate it. Yet it's also telling me it's working, so it's definitely an OBS little weird bug. At some point though, guys, I am going to point out we are going to be doing a SnowRunner stream. So if anyone does have SnowRunner, it is a cross-play game to console. I am more than happy to have 3 other people join me to play it on stream. I'm going to start a new world and just basically do a cross, you know, and just do a multiplayer. Like I said, I want to play some games where I can get people playing as well. So yeah, if you have it, yeah, just kind of letting you know. If it interests people to join. If you don't want to, that's fine. You don't have to. SnowRunner is cool. I love SnowRunner. I love SnowRunner. I've never actually completed it. The furthest I've got is my original like live streams, which I did a lot off live stream when I stopped live streaming for a bit after my man passed. The furthest I've got is the Yukon. Now I am technically halfway through the second map on the Yukon. That's as far as I've ever got, and I'd like to do a SnowRunner series. Even if it's just like one day a week, like say, let's just say Monday, for example, where we can do a stream. We don't have to stream for like day till night on like on a farm sim game. You know, we can play for as long as possible. But yeah, if we didn't do it like a multiplayer, I just think it'll be cool. There's some people playing the game as well. It'll be yeah, really cool. Play with some of you guys who watch me. I completed it with all DLC on PlayStation, then I sold my PlayStation. Well, to be fair, if you now have a PC, then selling the PlayStation was a good idea. If you sold the PlayStation to buy an Xbox, that was also the right idea. If you sold the PlayStation just because you could, or you wanted to, then fair enough. Right, we have completed that contract, guys. We have officially completed. So we have got about 10,000 litres of spinach to sell. We've ended up with a harvester full of spinach. And I think overall that is a pretty good way to end. Like I said, I like to play till it kind of gets dark. But we haven't got long before it's dark. It does suck the fact that it was only a less than like a 2-hour stream, but I could go into another day, I suppose, and play a bit longer. don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I had the PlayStation and Xbox, and the poor PlayStation 5 basically became a giant white dust magnet. Yep. Yeah, to be fair, my eldest has got a PlayStation 5, and now he's got a PC. He doesn't touch it at all. My eldest has got a 5700 X3D processor, 9060 AMD graphics card, 2K monitor. Yeah, I got it pre-built, to be honest. It was on offer pre-built, and I priced the parts that it came with, and I couldn't really get close. You know what I mean? I was close. Like, I think I'd save about £30–40 by buying it separate and building it. But to be honest, it wasn't worth building for 40 quid when it was, you know, pay 40 quid more and get a pre-built. Okay. So that's what we did. Right, so this is the final bit. I don't remember. We've got 8,663 litres. It's not a bad little bit of pocket money. It pays the wages, I suppose. It pays the wages. Right, so we are working here. If we go down here and around here, we can go to the fuel station on the way back to the shop. We also need to cash that that contract wasn't worth £4,000, to be honest. 4,700. Wasn't worth it. There is a couple of little mowing contracts. Like, we could smash out that mowing contract for an extra £3,000. That might be worth doing just to finish off the stream. But yeah, we're gonna drive this back to the shop, guys. We always do. That's where we have to put everything. I'll go and put some fuel in. We don't need much fuel in this. We need fuel in the JCB more than anything else. One thing I found is root crop storage in-game doesn't accept onions. Kind of a huge cock-up on there. Yeah, it doesn't seem great, if I'm honest, but yeah. You could just copy the files, dude, and make a mod out of it and add onions to it. Yeah, it doesn't sound right. Ooh, we don't have the power to pull it, but I'm not gonna lie though, guys. I would love the I'd love the New Holland. I'd love a bad boy tractor. We have got £13,948. We haven't even made enough money today to cover the cost of the trailer. But on the good news, we have the trailer. You know, it's something, I suppose. God, this thing is so slow. Right, can we get some fuel, please? Thank you. We've got that topped up. But yeah, I've got a little bit to do off stream today. I've got to fix the window texture issue on this mod. I need to And I need to there's something else. What else was it? Oh yeah, I need to fix the start replay buffer issue. This takes a while, guys. I do apologise. It's not the quickest thing in the world, but it's cheap and it works. That shop, the shop is right there, and it feels so far away. It feels so far away. You know, we're talking about these messages in the bottles, guys. Has anybody gone down the river? There's a river just there. I wonder if any of the messages in a bottle have made their way down the river. Could have done. We don't know. Come on. No, we'll put indicator on now, and then that car behind us can go past us. There we go. I told you could go past us quite early. Lovely jubbly. So yeah, we have now done 3.8 hours on our little harvester. And to be honest, guys, it's been brilliant. It really is. It's a wicked little device. Like I said, I will fix the texture issue on it. I also need to fix the viewing seat. The view, you know, when the player position needs shrinking a little bit. So that's one down. So now we've got to go and sell the 8,663 litres. I have got a point I want to make, and is this the best place still to sell? 227 Grain South. I do believe that's where we've been going all day, and it is. So we are going to sell these. What is the harvester mod called? It is called the KSB, something KSB, but it is on King's mod, but I am not using the King's mod version. I have my own version. But yeah, I will fix the texture issue while while this live stream is uploading to YouTube. Whoa, calm down. I might go back into the shop with this actually, and I might buy the cover for it. I think it'll look cool when you're driving around with the cover on. We do desperately need the fuel though. And then we'll go and do that mowing job while it gets dark. Come on, little tractor. Come on. 130 brake horsepower though. It does a really, really, really nice job. And I'll tell you one thing I like about it. 31 mile an hour. A decent speed. Decent speed. Right, what is our little bonus going to be? 225. Oh yeah, 4,000 litres is $1,000. Well, $2,000, I suppose. $2,000 in a bonus. It's not bad, I suppose. It, like I say, it pays the cosplay wages. £1,968. I said about $2,000. Not bad. Not great, but it's not bad. Definitely worth doing the carrots and the parsnips, the beetroot and stuff. Sugar beets, they're all better money, but there wasn't any of those contracts. And November is the last month for harvesting with the harvester, guys, so it is going to be sat at the shop for a little while. We are going to maybe struggle to do some jobs. We'll have to I'll have to kind of see what jobs there is to do. But I am thinking maybe there... I'm thinking there might not be much to do over the winter months. We'll have to see how we go. I'm having a look around the river. You know, we're looking for messages in a bottle. It is a river, you know, that is connected to the ocean. I thought if anything, you might have found one coming down here, to be honest. You have a little rowboat, you see. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. No. I thought it was worth a look, guys. It was worth a little gander. Yo, Flo, just in time for the end, pal. As always, just in time. We've got one little job to do and we're done. Oh, Flo. Oh, Flo. Always coming for the end. Always coming for the end. Tut, 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 tut. I haven't spoken to the Dragon Lady about it yet, dude. I was a bit unwell last night. I had excruciating stomach pain. Shame on you. I know, I know. And she's working in the office today, so she's not even here. We've never been down this part of the map before, guys. Let's zoom out a little bit. That's cool. I love that. I do freaking love the detail on this map. You needed to shit? No, it wasn't actually. Just... I don't know. Maybe somebody didn't agree with me. How's work though, Flo? How is work? Right, let's get this fuel and then we've got one final little job to do for the Boeing. Wow, this is taking a few, couple of £100. £205. To be fair, 139.8 for fuel sounds about right, to be honest. Right, so we are fully fueled, fully serviced, and we own a trailer now, so yeah, that's how I look at it. We have made small progress today in the money. We spent more money than we've made, but at least we have made some money, and you know, at the end of the day, we now own a trailer, so I don't know if we're going to use this trailer again very soon. Like I say, we've got no harvesting left. But this trailer can be converted into pretty much a flatbed, and there is some log contracts where we can sell logs, so there is always some contract to do. The problem is, are we going to have enough contracts to do a full stream on? And we will find out. December, January and February are the very quietest for the months. We don't own a plough. We don't even have the power for a plough. So it's not even like it would be worth getting one. The plough we need needs at least 200 brake horsepower. Let's get... There we go.
Speed and power.
Speed and power, Mr. Flores. Trust you to come in and start spamming. And do you know what? I literally told everybody on Twitch today, as soon as Flo arrives, he's going to spam the crap out of the sound effects. And do you know what, Flo? You didn't disappoint, pal. I can read you like a book.
Hello there.
I literally said... I literally said you would spam the crap out of him.
Speed and power.
Dragon Lady.
That's weird, Flo. You're not supposed to be able to use that one. Yeah. Yeah, I need to see the Dragon Lady. I don't know, the doorbell camera's gone off and nobody...
Don't let your kids what's it?
Oh god, you are a dick. He's like, yes I am. Yes I am. Wow, that just killed my frames mowing again. It always does. I won't mind, right, but you're the most annoying Netherlands person I know, Flo, and I now know a few. Just saying. I've got enough points to keep this up for days. Well, that's true. To be fair, it shows everybody on Twitch that if you, on TikTok, if you go watch on Twitch, there is interactive stuff. Here comes SpongeBob again. I need to get some more, pal. I really do. Go Dutchies! No, no, no. If you're all as annoying as Flo, no. To be fair, I won't have Flo any other way. He's been annoying since day one. Wait until snow runner. Yeah, dude. I'm literally been talking about that on stream today about playing snow runner. The problem is when you play a game with Flo is he only shows up for about 2 streams and then you don't see him for like 6 months. Yeah, but in fairness, Flo, right, on SnowRunner you have like all the cool good stuff from like the end of the game, where I originally had the default base game and like struggled. Of course you're going to be better than me. You were using vehicles from like the second part of Russia and stuff, you know what I mean? You were not streaming for a year? Okay, to be fair, mate, I was streaming in May. You just didn't show up. Because we had about 7 people playing in the Minecraft server. There's 7 of us all on live stream, all just hanging out, and the Dragon Lady being the Dragon Lady. She thought she was trying to shoot me with an arrow and ended up shooting one of the other members. Minecraft day for me. Yeah, but to be fair, dude, when you play with the Dragon Lady, it's funny. Like I say, if you play a game the Dragon Lady likes to play, you can play games more often. Sometimes you have to make the sacrifice for the greater good. That's how I see it. No, she's not a fan of SnowRunner, dude. She's tried it, but she just doesn't. Yeah, to be fair, the Dragon Lady rages at SnowRunner, which is, I think, is part of the reason she doesn't like to play it. She doesn't like to get angry. She only gets angry when she's shouting at me. Right, that is not far off being completed now. Oh. 74%, that is not bad. We might have time for another little mowing contract if there is one, I suppose. Mowing's not the end of the world. We can do it in the dark. Other than that, yeah, the stream would be done if we're not mowing. Let's see what there is. It doesn't help, like, we play from, like, sunrise to, like, dark on the game. But then in the winter months, the dark is just... There's just so much dark. It's like Flo's soul when he's sober. Just dark and miserable. I can get away with saying that, guys. He's basically Dutch and he's basically an alcoholic. He's an alcoholic without the title. I kinda am. I know, that's why I said it, dude. That's why I said it. That is why I said it. Wouldn't have said it, Flo, if I didn't mean it and I knew it wasn't true. You're Dutch, you're an alcoholic without the title. Right, this is gonna just about finish this contract. 97, 98, 99, and completed. So, if we have another contract to do mowing, we will do a couple of quick mowing contracts. Just because they don't take long to do, to be fair, and it's a little bit of money in the bank, and there is one left. Field 31, apparently. Let's just refresh the contracts, just in case another one comes up. You never know. You can get a couple of mowing. Nope, that is going to be the end of the mowing. Ooh. Right, let's have a look. So there, in December, there is pop. Right, what have we got to do in December? You could do that in December. You could technically do oilseed radish, but there isn't any. We don't have poplar. So yeah, December and January, guys, there is no contract. And I don't know if it's worth just skipping those months and kind of going from there, really, because it's going to be hard to earn money in a contract if there's no contracts to do. Yeah, to be fair, dude, you're drunk in real life, you're drunk in Sea of Thieves. We've just come to the conclusion now, Flo, that you're just drunk. Takes one to know. Yeah, I used to drink more than I did now. As you say, you can get ill if you drink too much. Drunk sailor mode, yeah, to be fair. To be fair, Mr. Flo, drunk sailor mode is, sounds about right. Nope, so we have to go this way. I weren't sure which way we had to go. Basically, guys, we just stay on this road until we get to the mowing contract. It's going to take a little while to get there, but at least it's another job. I could have ended by now. We might as well do another little job. I feel like ×5 is not driving one way. Are you too late? I feel like ×5 as the game is just too quick. But if I do it on ×3, we're going to end up making way more money than we need to. So I think ×5 is kind of the good balanced time. Maybe in like November, December, January, February, where it's like really dark, really early. Maybe we turn the game down to 3 just so we can at least do a couple of contracts. You know, because I know it's hard to watch the game when you when it's dark. Like, it does make it a lot more difficult.
Don't let your kids what's it?
Flo, I'm going to send you a link on Discord. And it's a link where we can get more green screen stuff. Let me know which ones you think would be cool. And I'll add them in. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, JCB. Come on. It's not that heavy. Obviously, we can't have anything rude, offensive, or racist. So, before you even start, it's got to be family friendly, Flo. Which I know when you play games with me on stream, they're not usually family friendly streams. Flo swears worse than me. And I mean, like, every other word is a swear word. But to be fair, guys, if that is the case, and we will just have to mute Flo. Right, this is the last mowing contract there was to do. So yeah, this will have to be the last contract. Like I said, I've got a couple of little things I need to do mod-wise. Need to fix that texture on the harvester. I need to figure out why the OBS spazzed out earlier, which is... I think the keybind just clashed with one on the steering wheel. I know I've got a massive overlap here, guys, but the reason I'm doing that is I'm not quite sure. You know what? That's maybe the better angle to view this field on. And that's why I do it, you see, and I don't end up missing bits. Come on. Oh, something has come up in the shop. Oh, it's £40,000 though. John Deere 345. Why? I should know what that is, to be honest, and I don't. We don't have enough money to buy it though, so it's not really of any use to us at the moment. We are a quarter of the way through this field already. That did not take long at all. Considering how much overlap we did, so we didn't miss any of the edging. Yeah, that was... that was quite a good percentage. Check this streamless engine. Yes, yeah, I don't know why that's like that. I'll start a new game save, and worst case scenario, I'll just transfer the files across. But it's very weird that we have no Steam on the Steam train, yet they sent an update out to fix it. And I don't seem, either I don't have it or mine still isn't working. Did you have a game save, then update and it work, or did you have to start a new game save? No, I haven't been on Discord yet, dude. I don't open Discord when I'm live. Not unless I'm chatting to someone. It just saves resources on the computer. Right now, 45%. That is really flying through this job. No, it just worked. Weird. It's weird because you've seen mine today and it just doesn't work. And yet yours does, so I'm really, really amused at why my steam train doesn't have steam. Right, 55%, not too shabby. I can't really see a thing. If it weren't for these lights, we'd be screwed, wouldn't we? But this is why I don't like to do the streams like on the night time, because it just makes it really difficult for people to see what we're doing. I was shocked when the steamless steam engine suddenly became steamed. And it makes a choo-choo sound, no whistle though. And yeah, none of mine, I don't know. I'll be in Discord afterwards, but let's see if we can figure it out. Like my steam train didn't even make sound. It just made like roll. You know the what is it sound? They're just like on the track. It didn't make any other sound either. It was just like a diesel engine going past. So yeah, it's strange that mine doesn't seem to work. We'll get to the bottom of it. Alright, the last bit to do. We'll drive up here, drive back down, and I think, to be honest, that's gonna not be far off. I'm concentrating so we don't miss bits. Like I say, it's bloody dark now. Why I don't like doing it in the dark. Just struggle to see. Not as good to watch when it's dark. Yeah, it gave us an extra, you're going flow, see in a bit, dude. But it did give us a couple of extra, it gave us what, an extra 20 minutes of stream doing a couple of mowing contracts. I suppose that's how we look at it really. I thought we'd have completed this route coming back down the other end. No, we didn't. No, guys, thank you for hanging out in the Twitch stream. We've had some cracking conversation. I will be live tomorrow as long as I'm not unwell. We will continue with a little bit of farm sim. I kind of want to do some snow runner, but I kind of want, like I say, I want to get some people in on that. And I don't know. I think a daytime stream for a multiplayer game like that might be the wrong time to play it. Tomorrow between 9 and 10, so for you 10 and 11. I know you guys are ahead of us on an hour on the clock. I want to try and be going live for about 9 o'clock, and my problem at the moment is just struggling to get out of bed on a morning. Like I said, the wife has put the winter bedding on, and to be quite honest, it's just so fluffy and fleecy and warm on a morning, I just don't want to get up. Right, there we go. That was not bad. It was not bad at all. We made a little bit of extra money. Just going to double check there's no more mowing contract. There's no more mowing contracts, so that is completed. So we've ended up we've made about 10 grand in mowing contracts. We made 4,700 on the spinach. I was going to say peas, that's why it took me a minute to think. So yeah, you know, we have got the spinach contract as well. That was 4,700. We made about just short of £2,000 on the spare spinach. That kind of covered the wages of our worker. So it wasn't great, but at least, you know, at least we got that little bit of extra bonus, I suppose. All we're going to do now really is we're just going to, I'll check if I have time between, yeah, dude, if you hang out in stream, dude, I don't, when I stream during the day, I don't expect there to be many people. You know, people are at work, people are doing things IRL, things like that. I'm not an idiot. It's just daytimes for me, my most free time. By the time like evening comes, I've sat down, I've had dinner, I've got my log burner going, you know. I kind of don't want to play games usually by then because I'm just chill, I'm ready for bed. But I'm telling you, I feel older than I look. I feel older than I am, I'm telling you. 41 in a couple of weeks, and I'm ready for bed about 8 o'clock. I really am. Proper old man syndrome. Right. I always like to take myself back to the shop, guys. It gives me a good place to be at during the ready for the next episode. I've got to figure out though why that error keeps coming up on OBS for the start replay. When I've got that start replay buffer error coming up, I can't make as many clips as I want to make, you know, in the game, and it really sucks. Really sucks. No, it's not this one. It's not this one. I keep doing that. I keep going into that industrial estate. It's the wrong one. We've got to go over the railway lines before we get to the shop. Always making that mistake. I tell you what though, we've now done 9 hours of driving on our little JCB. It has been absolutely brilliant. I am going to be trading it in though, guys, for a used machine. I know this was new and shouldn't give us much hassle, but I am going to trade it in as soon as something more powerful becomes an option. Between the trading price of this and money in the bank, but we do need to be getting around about another £100,000 so we can buy a farm. But we are going to struggle over the next 2 months to do contracts. I think, to be honest, in the next stream, I think we should just skip December and January. The only jobs we're going to be able to do is wood moving contracts. I suppose we could do them. We could do a couple. Maybe do one in December, one in January. It helps. You know, I'm doing air quotes, like you can see. You know, like it covers bills, I suppose. Something along those lines. I don't really know. We can only see from the next episode. I'm just going to turn that beacon off. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Buckets. Because we nearly needed one today. I don't think that's what we can use. That's skid steer. We need front loader. So a bucket is 1,000 litres. You suck. You suck at 1,000 litre. But yeah, I'm not using a mod one. I'm trying to use as many in-game default items as possible. Telehandler bucket. No, that's telehandler. Yeah, so we need to be getting the telehandler as quickly as we can. 45 grand for a telehandler though, it's not bad. It's a very old basic machine though, that's the problem. Whoa, I did not realise that JCB was so broken. Wow. Why did I get that? Wow, JCB 25. Right, so we need to fix that. So there is another job for this afternoon, but I will take that mod out until it is fixed. We are not going to use that until it's fixed. Skid steers, those are just, what have we got here? Why is a skid steer bucket hold more in capacity than a front loader? Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. Surely we've got to be... That makes no sense whatsoever. That makes no sense whatsoever. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me in this live stream. Like I say, we will be live tomorrow, and hopefully... it's that. Hopefully we will have just as many people in having a conversation with us, having a chat, having a bit of banter with us. But like I say, you know, we'll find out tomorrow. It actually does make sense. How does it make sense that the skid steer holds more? You'd think the front loader would take at least the same. You would think. But like I say, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next stream. And until next time, bye for now.